Good morning, everybody.
The time is 7:42 a.m.
On July the 13th, Wednesday, 2022, Kitty Cat is here. Can you see the kitty cat? Kitty Cat, you've already been fed and you haven't said anything yet this morning, so I think you're contented. A teacher said that it was nice in the old days that the kids used to bring you apples, and nowadays they just drive you bananas. And the mother says, you were a very good boy not to put your banana peeling on the bus floor as they were riding along in the bus. Where did you put it? In the pocket of the man sitting next to me. We had an ad in the newspaper for a room for rent, and a woman called yesterday around 3:30 in the afternoon from Albany, and she wanted the room right away, and she wanted to come down and see it right away. And she talked very fast and never gave me a chance to say that the room wasn't available now. And within a half an hour she's here from the young man named Vincent who brought her here. And I can't understand this for the life of me. She brought in all the things that she owned and put them in Carol's room, and I can't understand little Amy letting that happen. And I can't see and I can't hear. I don't know what's going on. And it's not until 20 minutes later or so that I find out that this happened. And Patricia was here to help me with the article with the advertiser, and we did that, or I gave her the pieces for it to put together. And then I find out that she thinks she's going to live here forever. And she says, I have to pay you. And I says, well, I can't take your money. This room is rented. And she was just and said, well, I can sleep in this chair. You're not going to stay here tonight. Well, I could sleep over on the floor. You're not going to stay here tonight. And then some more talk and some more insistence that she was. And finally I said, no. And I said it very loudly. And then Pat said, all right, I will give you a ride to a place. So Pat packed up her things, took them out of the house here, put them out in the hall, and the woman was on it with a cane, and in 10 or 15 minutes, the woman didn't do a thing to unload her things out of here. Oh, and around 3:45, around 5 o'clock, Pat and the woman were out of here, and I said to Pat from this bench, Pat, I don't know what to say. And Pat said out in the hall, I don't know either. So Pat is part of the new charity in the village of Nassau of helping people who wander into this village and don't know where they're going to go next. Somehow or other, this group of 4 is helping such people, and so I assume that's what Pat did. She took the woman to that group. And or she took the woman to the shelter, St. Joseph's in Troy. Well, all I'm trying to do is rent the room to a decent person. And I went into the woman that I told you about 3 weeks ago, and all the time I'm wondering if the door being opened and closed, that the kitty cat's going to get out again, be lost for another 5 days, but Amy is here to prevent that. I just don't know what's happening anymore. What would you have done if Pat hadn't been here? I don't know. Get out of supposition. I would have called the police. And the police would have put the woman into proper care. When troubles roll by like the clouds in the sky, when everything seems to go wrong, whatever my lot, thou hast taught us to say, it is well with our soul. It is well, it is well, it is well with our soul. Let me tell you again that that song was written by a man who came over to America during the 1800s with his wife and started their family. And they had 3 daughters, and the mother thought it would be lovely to go back to England and visit their folks. And the mother and the 3 daughters were lost at sea. And the husband and the daddy wrote that song. It is well with my soul. Thank you, dear man. It is well with my soul. No matter what, it is well with your soul. Who is your soul? The whole universe. God, love, spirit, mind. That's who your soul is. And it's always well with your soul, because that soul is here. And it is always well with your soul. That soul is God, love. I'm going to go back to this word again. One of my favorite words, if not my favorite. Admirable. Having those qualities that excite wonder, united with approbation, deserving the utmost esteem. Hi, Peter Prescriptio. Peter Prescriptio. Hi, Kevin Marr. Okay, every day, Amy and April, you do so well every day of loading from the camera to the YouTube by going through the computer. The Hewlett-Packard? Yeah, you do so well every day of doing that. And if Victoria were here and functioning and paying attention to her work and her career calling, she would see that you had beautiful graphics. She would make the program look so nice. She's due in tomorrow. I don't know if it'll change anything. But anyway, thank you. Anything else yet happened yesterday? The pizza from Cumberland was terrible. April went to Walmart and did some shopping. The nut fruit drink, want to tell you about the nut fruit drink until you try it. You take a 2-quart blender, you put in a whole can of big can of pineapple juice. You put in a half a cup of cashews, and you put in a half a cup of oatmeal, raw, old-fashioned oats, Quaker old-fashioned oats, and you put in a banana, and you blend it. There is a delicious tasting drink, but look at the nutrition in that. Protein, vitamins, beautiful. Anything else happened yesterday? Was the work up to date? Yes. Somebody in Pittsville, I think I'll put an ad in the Penny Saver. We need somebody to do a live wraparound, go on TV and introduce Glendora's show in Pittsfield. This is all illegal. It's all a hoax and a scam. It is all these people who don't know how to run a TV station. It's a terribly run TV station. They play the same show sometimes 8 and 9 times. And they had 3 brand new ones sitting in right there in their station with them. They just don't pay attention. I don't know what's wrong with them. And they've been this way for 10 years. Yes! Yes, ever since 2010. It'll be 12 years. But we'll play their game. Because this message has to get onto the TV. It has to get everywhere. What else happened yesterday? Work up to date, definitely. Every bit of it. It was up to date by 3:30. It was a good thing. Because there wouldn't have been time to do the work if it hadn't been done when this fiasco started at 3:30 with that woman. This is the second one. We're just trying to rent a room. Look at the catastrophes. Can you leave us with some good cheer? Yes, I think so. We're going to have to read the owner 24/7 on the TV today. It is all written. There's just 2 or 3 things to add. We were discussing it and building it when the rumor said, I heard my name, what's this all about? I don't like it that I don't have privacy. And this rumor goes out and tells everybody, tells the owner, tells Patricia, tells others. And the next thing you know, the owner wants to have another one of those obnoxious meetings. Okay, tell me something good. Okay. It was the first day of classes, and the professor came swaggering into the classroom, and he yelled, if there's any dummies in this classroom, I want you to stand up immediately. Well, of course, a long time went by. Finally, a little freshman in the back row stood up, and the professor bellowed, "Are you a dummy?" And the little freshman says, "Well, no, sir, but I felt sorry for you standing up there all by yourself." You know what we've got going here? We've got people like Kevin Marr and Sheila Forka and a whole string of others who watch the YouTube daily and send Glendora an email about it, and then you have Glendora answering them through a camera using all these different forms of media, from camera into YouTube, from YouTube to email, and then into Glendora, and then Glendora back into the camera. You have a complete circuit here. I don't know anybody else who's doing that, and this is a new thing, a new application of wonderful media. What are you reading in Compton's about radio waves, and about radio itself, and about radio coming in the 1920s, and people finding it very important and very necessary and very habit forming? That's what we're reading about in Compton's. What did you read about in the World Book Encyclopedia? Mostly about parent-teachers associations, and also parent-teacher-student associations. Okay, what else is going on? July. Summer. July and summer are going on, the second week of July. Food Stamps is going to call this afternoon.
The time is 8 o'clock a.m.
Adios, amigos. Que duermen muy bien. Adios, adios, adios. Helping others, you enjoy it. Satisfaction guaranteed. We got rid of the ego. Selfishness is not allowed. We want you to have it. Peace that passes understanding. Helping others. You enjoy it. Satisfaction guaranteed.